What's up, Supreme Team? Welcome to the channel, you guys. Listen, I am going to share some additional details that went down when Martell was arrested. Some things that was going on with Melody, and some things that Martell was doing to Melody. And it could explain why she had to beef up security, not just the arrest, but some of the things that was happening either the day before or a few days before Martell turned himself in, allegedly. Okay. I'm going to tell you guys all about it. Y'all know how divided people were after Saturday night's episode, right? Melody and Martell, even, they told two completely different stories about what went down to get Martell arrested. So I'm going to talk to y'all about the details I have, and I got some, I'm gonna put it on the screen. Okay. I'm gonna tell y'all about the details I have. I'm also going to talk to y'all about some of the other Love and Marriage Huntsville players and RHOH. I got some updates on everything. So stick around for all of it. But before I get started, make sure y'all hit that like button right now. Also share this video because that is how others find me right here on YouTube. I am DYANAROZAY, and I bring a unique commentary to your favorite reality TV shows and whatever is popping on social media. If you are not a subscriber, please become one. Hit that notification bell too. That way you don't miss any of my videos. I go by DYANAROZAY on all platforms, and I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. Okay, y'all. So let's talk about Martell Holt. I just said that Melody and Martell had two stories that were very, very opposite on why he got arrested. And a lot of people were arguing in the comments, talking about he was arrested for domestic violence. And I don't appreciate Carlos King playing in my face. He knows why he was arrested. Well, I'm going to tell y'all, when Martell got arrested that night and the charge came out, domestic violence, harassing communications, misdemeanor, third degree. There were so many people arguing about it in the comment section that night in January that I reached out to a lawyer, a divorce attorney actually, and said, hey, can you tell me what this charge means? Because I've never heard of it. I don't know what this means. Why is it third degree? What's going on? Does this apply to the revenge P? And that person took time out of their day to research Alabama law. And I went live and told everyone about it. So if you guys missed that live, check it out. It either was done on January 9th or 10th, following Martell's arrest. And I explain what the charges are. I tell y'all how much jail time is applied. I tell y'all if anybody else can be arrested for it. Could this charge be extended to others? And whether or not it had the consequence of a felony behind it. So I did some work for y'all. So I need y'all to go back and watch that video if you missed it. But yeah, Martell says on Saturday night's episode, along with Courtney and some other people, it wasn't domestic violence. It was a phone charge, right? And Martell's like, people are going to think that I put my hands on her, and I never put my hands on her. That's what domestic violence is. Well, child, in the state of Alabama, you may want to learn the law because there, if you are a partner, present or past, okay, whether it's in marriage, just boyfriend or girlfriend, if you share kids together, anything that you do against that person is a domestic violence charge. Okay? Anything that you do against that person, if you are harassing them, if you send them a crazy email, a crazy telephone message, threaten them in any way, it is a domestic violence charge. And if they wanted to take that on down to the magistrate, they can. That is Alabama law. And one of the things that me and my sister said when we did the review on Saturday night, we went live and did that review. I said point blank, I appreciate that they actually shared some of the details of that. Now, I knew a little bit more because I researched it, because people don't know what their options are when they are being harassed by an ex, period. Okay. We are already embarrassed. So we go to our friends, we go to our mother, our grandmother, our sister, people who probably never had to experience this. And the laws are changing around domestic violence all of the time. So all of a sudden you find yourself the only one in this situation. You don't know who to ask about it. You may not have the resources to have a lawyer at your fingertips, okay? Because they don't want to talk to you unless they get a retainer. So having someone share this kind of information on television is priceless. And it's really unfortunate to me that people are downing her story. It is absolutely good testimony and information for others who are going through this and need, you know, can hear this on television and say, damn, I have been experiencing this for the last 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. Let me see what my state offers me in regards to protection. So Martell, with his dumb ass, sat on this couch with his mama talking about this is a domestic violence. Is this? That's not what happened. It's about a text I sent her in 2022. I don't care. Doesn't matter when you sent it. You sent it in 2022. More information came out in 2023, and it was all over the internet about what you had planned to do, all that revenge that you had planned, okay? All because you could not accept what you did with your mistress and what it produced and what you lost. Because that's it in a nutshell at the end of the day. You lost everything because you couldn't practice self control. And it is your fault. And you thought that if you added melody into your mix, Mel did it too. Okay, so Mel did it too became Mel did it too became how can I make people believe that Mel did it too, right? We all remember season 1, Martell saying that that Melody had an affair and then going to his mama telling that story, and then when Mel went to visit his mom, Marlene asked Mel, "Did you have an affair?" And she said, I moved out of the house, blah 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 blah, and me and Martell weren't together, and Marlene said, "But you were still married, right?" Y'all go back and watch it. It is worth it. It is worth piecing some of these pieces together. Martell ends up getting on that damn reunion stage and exposing a text message that he had took from Melody's phone. And then later, after that episode had aired, whatever many weeks or months later, Martell played it on social media. He showed it where Melody said that she had, had a relationship with this person. I guess it was her lawyer. Who knows? But either way, Martell was still already in a full-blown relationship and had been for over 5 years. So he is a dirty bastard for still trying to put that crazy narrative out there. But let's move past that because we already talked about that enough, child. Let's get to these messages that I was telling y'all about. So Martell, here we go. Let me put this screen up. Martell had come out maybe a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, and he shared with everybody that Melody had him arrested for a storyline. He said that she was trying to take full custody of his kids, that he takes care of all of his kids, and he was angry and started cussing and fussing about all the court documents that was being discussed on different blogging platforms. And he was like, "You need to stop this," and da-da-da-da-da. He even reached out to some bloggers, okay, to try to get them to stop talking about it. He said it was in the past, but he is currently in a lawsuit and it is going to court, a family court issue with Melody and Martell. But this is what Martell had said. Now, let me show y'all the DMs that I had got the night I went live to talk about Martell's charge, Martell being arrested. This is somebody who was around Mel at the time. And they said, we was at the house getting ready to head to set to film, and Mel get a call that Martell turned himself in. She was like, okay, but it's his week with the kids. Where are the kids? She basically called everyone close to him and got no answer. She had to physically call each place the kids were supposed to be to know if they had gotten picked up or not. Now, this played out on Saturday's episode, just like this. Mel said, I was looking for my kids. I was calling his mom. Nobody was answering. She also shared that same conversation at the podcast with Carlos King. Carlos called to check in on me, and I said, Carlos, I don't know where my kids are. So, and Carlos said it too. So at the end of the day, this person who sent me this back in January before the show even came out it looks like this is playing into exactly what they said. The kicker is not only did Mel sign the warrant in August for him to be arrested, but he decided to turn himself in on the first day of filming the show. So a lot of people have been questioning it. I said, I said in January, it looks like Martell may have done this for a storyline. It is what it is, child. And I'm sure he did do it. Let's start there, because when I actually ended up looking up how are people notified for warrants, I saw this under the website judicial.alabama.gov. And it says notifications shall be made by the magistrate or clerk of the court by mail directed to the defendant at the defendant's last known address. So Martell's last known address is with the courts because he's in court. So they knew exactly where to send it, child. Okay. There was no mistake. His information was already in the system. So they knew exactly where to send it. Martell received the warrant at his house, and he had his lawyer call and make arrangements for him to turn himself in. They probably gave him like a window where he could do it, and he did it. Okay. So boom, we already got that information. Okay. Now let's go back up, because again, he's sitting here talking about for a storyline. Let's talk about what Martell has done for storylines, child, because he acts like it's beneath him. It is not. Let's look at this one right here. Y'all remember the very first time we saw any type of video or picture of Martell and Sheree together? It was this video right here where Martell and Sheree are at some sort of park in Atlanta or somewhere around the Atlanta area. And Sheree they went into that nasty bathroom and walked back out. Martell opened up the car for her. I did not think it was Sheree. I'm going to be honest. I was like, this isn't Sheree. This is a joke. But shortly after this video came out, that is when we got this picture right here. We got pictures, professional pictures that was picked up by TMZ. TMZ actually had a helicopter flying over them. Like, they called in all the bells and whistles from Martell in his storyline. And I say that because we never see Martell ever in some random picture outside of his house. We saw Martell and Sheree having dinner. We saw Martell and Sheree walking the dog. There were so many pictures of Martell and Sheree out there. It was crazy. But that all appeared to have been for the storyline. Now, if y'all recall, on Saturday, there was a video that dropped of Martell and his baby mama / mistress. And they were at the zoo and they were pushing a stroller with a pink towel on it. And this video doesn't exist on TikTok anymore. It was taken down. But Martell was walking around the zoo in Huntsville, which I would assume that people in Huntsville know who Martell is, right? So they're not necessarily taking pictures of him or a video of him anywhere. But Martell is spotted. They took this video, and all of a sudden it became a video about, or for the people that saw it, a lot of them, there's a pink towel on the stroller, so there must be a baby girl in the stroller. Y'all, this was to show, in my opinion, let me start there. In my opinion, this was to show Martell and his baby mama in a family way, and that they don't care about Mel or what Mel has going on. That was the narrative. They're out here just, doing family stuff. And you were supposed to take your mind off of the stuff that was being said on the show, which was important stuff. At some point, Martell kind of looks in the direction of whoever's taking this camera or video. And I'm going to put the video up on my IG story. So if y'all miss it, y'all can see it over there. But he's looking in the direction of whoever's taking the video. And they kind of just and after that, they keep their back to whoever is filming. But ciao, bye. By Martell. We have seen this before so many times. Oh, Miss Sheree. It's a chance that Martell can come back for next season. At least that's the rumor that's out there. Y'all remember he made the post under Sheree's picture, calling her Mrs. Holt. And Martell has been doing an unusual amount of posting on IG. He rarely does. He really likes pictures or make comments, but he's been doing an unusual amount of posting within the last month or so. Either way, Sheree.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you. No.
Well, if you put Martell Hope back on for the next season, if you're coming back, it is like you. It's very much like you. Okay. So y'all can talk to me in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think. There was another post that I'm going to show you from that from the DM that I got. And like I said, Martell's been doing an unusual amount of posting and liking and commenting. But check out this last post I'm going to show you guys. So this person is discussing what happened when Melody went to her brother-in-law's birthday party. Some of y'all may remember there was a black tie event for the birthday party, and her kids were there. They were looking as cute and as handsome as ever. And I believe Mel's mom was there too. And it said that Mel was at her brother's husband's birthday. And she said he called her like 3 to 5 times. And when she finally called back, and you see in parentheses, it says he watches her from a fake IG account to keep track of her. Okay. He asked her where were the kids because he doesn't want them around her gay brother child. So I'm just saying, this is all alleged, but some of these things, most all of it, okay, was true. And even though Melody did not discuss this part on the show, she did say that Martell, she repeated over and over, Martell has unhinged behavior. And she said that that she had to have additional security. And now I'm kind of curious, was there some things that happened prior to Martell turning himself in that created that scenario or situation for her? And y'all can talk to me in the comments and let me know what y'all think, okay? I'm going to move to the next story, which is Andy Cohen, child. Check this out. Now, y'all know that Bravo and NBC is currently in a lawsuit, a class action lawsuit with over 100 men and women. And even some of the, I think some of the parents have filed on behalf of their children, saying that there has been instances of revenge P, harassment, SA, what else? Racism, abuse in regards to drugs and alcohol, a whole lot of things. And they are asking that Bravo NBC pay up. And then there were some specific charges made against Andy Cohen by Brandy Glanville and Leah McSweeney. And it looks like that investigation has been completed. Bravo made a statement saying the outside investigation into the recent allegations made by Brandy and Leah against Andy Cohen has now been completed, and the claims were found to be unsubstantiated. A rep for the network tells Variety, adding that Watch What Happens Live has been renewed. So they let everybody know that Andy is still on his perch. Nobody has taken him down. Okay. Andy has already said that he will be on this show or doing Watch What Happens Live and the reunions until someone over there at Bravo wills him out of there. He said he's never quitting, child. So y'all let me know what y'all think about all of that. And we're going to move on to the next story, which is Miss Kiki Jabar. Child, Kiki Jabar. She's funny to me. But Kiki is going to have, I guess, 1 or 2 scenes, maybe 3 scenes, who knows, on the upcoming season. That's what people are saying, unless it got cut out. She did film, but apparently, we don't know if it'll make the cut. And it happens to be a scene with Stormy, and Stormy already started that conversation on Saturday night on the last episode, where she said, look, I don't trust Kiki. I have to see what's going on with her, but she threw her mom under the bus, and that's not cool with me. And she may also have a conversation with Melody about I guess, releasing the show. So we will see what happens, child. We don't know. But either way, there was some unusual behavior on Kiki's IG stories the other day, y'all. And it made it seem like she had one of those crazy scams going on. She said $5,000 in less than an hour. No checks, no money needed, legit money. Please don't waste my time. If you don't make any money, then I will pay you 1,500 for wasting my time. So she said, if you don't make any money, you still wasted my time, and I'll pay you 1,500 to move along, child. Okay. What is she, Zappos? Y'all know that if you work at Zappos, at least this is what they used to do. If you work at Zappos and you decide after 30 days that you don't like it, they will pay you to leave. They will give you like $1,500 or $2,500 to leave. Okay. They don't want anybody but happy people on their staff, is what they said. So, anyways, there was other posts. There was another post that said all bills are being paid for half off: car note, credit card, insurance, phone, cable, gas bill, rent. Any bill you have can be 50% off. And then it gave this crazy congratulations, your blank was approved. I think that's a cuss word. I think it's congratulations, your ass was approved. Because why would you blank that out? And then it says grants take less than an hour, which is definitely a scam. Okay, nobody's grant takes less than an hour. And then it gets a dollar amount, almost $20,000. And then it says your account ending in blank was charged, and a receipt was sent to chaiball0215 at Gmail. She probably meant to blank this out too, or whoever put this on here should have, but they did not. And it says all bills being paid off, child. So check that out. Anyway, a lot of people were saying that Kiki may have been hacked, and there were some people that said Kiki might have a new job. I think Kiki was hacked. I think that wasn't a real post. She hasn't come out and said anything about it, but child, if Kiki is out here scamming people like that, oh my God, hilarious. Um, I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was just. I'm sure it was just somebody breaking into Kiki's account. Probably one of her kids. She probably didn't even know. But either way, y'all can let me know what y'all think about that in the comment section, and what you think about Kiki coming on in season 8. Are you looking forward to hearing what she has to say about all the madness that went down over the summer? Let me know in the comments, okay? And then the last person, child, that we are going to talk about, the last person we're going to talk about, oh, not the last person, my bad. One more person, two more people. Let's talk about Destiny. I don't want to, but it's worth saying because Destiny is on the show this season, and Destiny has no idea how unglued she actually is. She speaks with a forked tongue for sure. Destiny will put something out there in the atmosphere, and it's like she has no clue. Only how can she not, right? But she acts like she has no clue how people are going to take that information. If you say, first of all, let me say this. She did 2 interviews recently. One was with Dustin Ross on Carlos King's page. The other one she did on her own page. Now, when she did the one with Dustin Ross, he was trying to get to the bottom of some things. He was like, do you want to just tell us what happened that created the rift between you and Melody? Do you want to share some of the other stuff that you were lightweight talking about, but you didn't? And she basically said, I wish I could, but y'all just gonna change it anyway. Well, girl, if you're not gonna call a thing, then why are you here? It makes no sense. You have to say something, ma'am. But she did, have a time to take a dig at Mel. She said that Martell is her brother, okay? And her and Martell are sharing similar experiences with their crazy exes. I believe that's an exact quote, okay? After she says that, she implies that Melody and her ex-husband are more than friends, okay? She said that when she calls her son, when she calls her ex-husband to speak to her son, that Mel is in the background. Now, this is where things get crazy, because after you saying, I don't want anyone to tell my story for me, this is Destiny. I came back to Love and Marriage Huntsville because I don't want anyone else telling my story for me, and how people get the story wrong and all this other shit. After she says that, Dustin did what anybody would do. He went, damn, is Melody really doing that? That's crazy, Destiny. And he even goes, that's the type of stuff we want to know. Why is your relationship broken down? I can't believe that Melody was at your ex-husband's house. Oh, no, 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 not at his house. She was at his restaurant. A restaurant, girl, Destiny. Everybody goes to that man's restaurant from what I hear. It's delicious. That's what people are saying. Why can't she be at the restaurant? Is the restaurant off limits? You're at Martell's house all the time, according to you, hanging out with him and his baby mama and the kids. But Mel is at the restaurant, and that's a problem? Destiny, you will not do well this season. It makes no sense that you even came back. I'm sorry. This is crazy that you would allow that story to go out there. And if Dustin wasn't a good interviewer and basically put the follow-up out there so that you could correct it, it just would have been lingering. Okay. A lot of people would have ran with it. So kudos to Dustin because it shows how good of an interviewer he actually is, because there were so many things that Destiny was saying that was just absolute nothingness, just kind of, yeah, God got me. It was just full of parables. It was so horrible. I didn't need, I could barely listen. I was cringing the entire time. I kid you not. Child, I was just looking like, what the hell is this? But on top of her doing that with Dustin, she actually says on her page that the worst thing that has been said about her is that she's a liar. And she said that Melody was the one who put that information out there. And then people started asking questions. And again, she suffers memory loss because when she did the interview with the Ooh Ladies First panel, she said there was some emotional cheating going on in her relationship and that she was the one who was doing it and that she didn't realize how demeaning it was to her husband. Now, at the time, okay? Now she says this on her own channel, and then she goes from that to, I don't know why people would think that I had an affair with Moses. That wasn't the case. Well, Moses said that y'all were in a relationship on again, off again for 15 years. Even when he was married, you were a side chick, is how he implied it. But then you said it wasn't Moses who put that narrative out there. It was actually Sonny. And then you also said, I want Moses to be man enough to clear it up because he was the one who told me that, and I kid you not, she says this, that when he called me, when she was engaged, she said, Moses reminded me that I told him it was disrespectful for him to call her. And I went, but you already let the cat out the bag that you was emotionally cheating, Destiny. And then she said he was my ride or die. I would have never expected him to do that. If you and your ex-husband were only together for 5 to 7 years, and even if you took breaks, you were taking breaks with a person you had a long-standing relationship with. So you were cheating, man. That's still cheating. Oh my gosh, Destiny, get yourself together and don't come back. Don't come back to this show. This is bad. This is bad, but you did let us know that you're no better than you were last season. So moving on to the next one. Let's talk about Tisha real quick because I don't know if Tisha heard the interview with Destiny, but she wanted to clear her name from some of this shit. Okay. She was like, at the end of the day, I need to make light of the things that I said about the millimeters on Saturday's episode. So check this out, y'all.
Group, what's that on Facebook? I need to join it. Someone. Oh, thank y'all. I love y'all too. Y'all listen, y'all about to make me cry on here now. Listen, okay, so I got a lot of messages about a statement that you guys saw on the show on Saturday. And a lot of people wasn't happy about it. And I just want to address it. And it's just like, you know, we all have our fans and we love our fans and we want our fans to support us. And we love the fans of each cast member, but we also love the fans of just love American Huntsville in general because you guys support us. We love that we are who we are because of our fans. So thank you guys for that. But we do have some fans that go above and beyond. I mean, from personal experience, I experienced a lot with the millimeters. And I'm just speaking my truth. Like when you have someone coming to your home, taking pictures of your house, showing up at your businesses, coming to your construction sites, going to the city, reporting, calling the city, calling around Atlanta, trying to get the Black Business Expo stopped. It's just a lot of unnecessary stuff. So when I speak and I say something, it is because of the things that I have experienced with that particular group.
Okay, I'm going to shut it off after that. So I know a lot of people have been talking that these people aren't millimeters, and that's great to say. And I think that people should call it out when it is happening in real time so that you can disassociate yourself with some of these people that are doing crazy stuff. Because y'all, someone did go to her house. I know there was like, we didn't go to your house. That was another content creator. Someone did go to Tisha's house. They took a picture of the front of her property, the side and the back, because they said that that house was way too damn small to belong to a millionaire. And I remember they was like, this backyard is a side, like they were talking bad about it. I can't say that it was a millimeter though. I don't know who was a part of that or not. I don't even remember the channel it was on. I just remember it was done. And I was cracking the hell up. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was funny how crazy things have gotten, but it's there, child. It is completely and totally there. But anyway, y'all can talk to me in the comments. Do y'all think that Tisha was trying to kind of draw a line that she does appreciate the fans and that she knows that it doesn't apply to all millimeters? Because Destiny did not do that, child. Destiny said the millimeters as a whole, I'm not breaking up anybody. And she felt away, even though, you know, Destiny's just not, she is bad TV. She's bad TV, bad reality TV anyway, because she's just not honest about some of the stuff that's going on. But y'all can let me know what y'all think about all of it in the comments, okay? Do I have anything else to talk to y'all about? Nope, I think that's all. So y'all tell me what y'all think about everything we discussed today, RHOA, Andy Cohen, and Sheree. And also let me know what y'all think about the DM that I got in December. I told y'all that I read it on live that night, and then I had to go back and look at it and was like, oh, there were some other things happening if he was calling her and you know, trying to find out what was going on over there with Miss Melody Cherie. I know we like to say that people be looking from the bushes and from the mountains and from the valleys across the street. Well, Martell is doing the same thing over there on IG, child. He wants to know what is going on over there on Melody stuff. So y'all let me know what y'all think about all of it in the comments, okay? Don't forget to like, subscribe if you're not already, share this video, hit your notification bells, and I will check you all on the next one.